him. They tried to cool him down. That bro, when they are pumped so much in the fourth round or something like this, they won't break their hands like this because they're both equally tired. In the first round, yes, when they're fresh, but when they pumped, when there is a lot of blood in their arms, no, they won't break. They might tear maximum something, but not break. So, but I mean,
yeah, I mean,
with
when
me,
you have those fifth and sixth rounds in the King of the Table, that's a lot of controversy anyway, because Ermi's already had it in the bag 4-0. So it's like, do you really want to put yourself out there and risk the injury on pulling those 2 rounds? It seems like a point of contention.
I'm in full agreement with that one. I think that he's already got those rounds in the belt. Why do we need them?
You sit your starting quarterback. Once you've won the game, you don't risk injury. You don't bust up your $1 million baby. What the fuck if Hermes or Levon got injured there in the 5th or 6th rounds? What happens?
And that's exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally live.
hey,
What's up? What's up?
We're finally live. And
We're back,
finally
baby.
back together.
We're back.
Daniel Schwartz, Troy Top, Basil Velasco, plus Paul Italia in a little bit. But we're all here. Good night, everybody. This is going to be an English podcast. I'm sorry. And if anyone has a question in Spanish, I will just read it out of the chat and answer to you. But I'm happy and I feel good because we're all back together. And it's been 7 months since we've been done this, right?
Yeah, quite long time, but still we're here.
You guys get younger and more handsome every time I see you, gentlemen.
Thank you. My pleasure.
You lie.
So we got a special guest tonight, Paul Italia. The hat will be in the building, huh? Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He reached out while we posted that we were gonna be live today, and yeah, we hooked up and I sent him the Zoom link through his email. So at some point he's gonna jump in the live stream. So it's gonna be cool.
Very nice. So I put a poll. I said Paul Italia, Paul Lynn, or Paul Revere. So we got one of them. We got one of them in the building. I got to tell you though, that Top Roll King Open that him and Bajan and stuff pulled that. Dan, you can talk more about that in a little bit. I was really impressed with how strong that Italia looked on the table.
He definitely leveled up the playing field.
But wait a minute, was it called Top Roll King Open or Travis Bajan Open? Because I saw
what was on the live
Travis
stream?
Bajan Open.
So
yeah, I can't believe he put that on the live stream, dude. Oh my God, such a Bajan move.
There is a big controversy because on the back screen it does say Travis Bajan Open, but on my trophy it says Top Roll King Open. So I'll go with what the trophy says. Sorry, Travis. Artem, you get the credit.
Yeah, I'll give it to Artem. I'd take Artem.
It was funny. It was funny. So we got that out of the way. It's been 7 months. What has happened is 7 months since we have done a show together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You want to discuss all the week will be not enough,
Well, with the last show we did, all of us together was in January. It was after after or
press
before
conference.
the King of the Table. I think it was before the King of the Table. East versus West.
No,
something, right?
Yeah, after press conference. We were all together.
It was after press conference.
Yeah. We had a huge one. There were also this one. Some guys from US in our streams. They went to sleep earlier. Yeah, I remember.
And after that, I think there was another King of the Table after that one. King of the Table, East versus West after that one, right?
Yeah, I don't think we met up
Oh,
for that.
might be. I'm actually not sure. I was in Turkey again in May, so. But still, I'm getting older. My memory is getting worse. So, tell me.
Tell me, I'm 42. So,
Ah,
after 7 months, a whole lot of things have gone down in Puerto Rico and everywhere around the world in arm wrestling, our world of arm wrestling. And after that that event, I pulled the trick about for getting shirts to everyone in East versus West and in everywhere. So I have to thank Paul Lynn because he helped me. He helped me with that. I sent him the shirts, and he just gave him to Chuck Bardo, to Troy, to Dan, so he could give it to Ryan Gorin and the guys from the 98%, and then the overseas ones. That I want people to know that this whole thing was put in motion just to get a shirt to Dubai, to East versus West in Turkey, so Vasil could have a shirt. You know, that was
my
a
pleasure.
big thing I pulled off, and I got everybody shirts. Devin Day, Chafee, Adam Warsinski, Enging, everybody had shirts on. So
Yeah, I saw Dave Chafee with them. I saw so many big names with those shirts, brother. It was also, and it's nice that
Yeah, it was
you can
good
get
from him.
popular shirt. I like to give to charity too for people that need clothes. I know he's short. I know he's only got 2 shirts. That one and the Pro Panja one. So I know he just rotates with that.
So people, our good friend Paul Italia has just joined in.
Hello,
Hey,
Paul
what's up,
Italia in the
everybody?
building.
How's everybody?
Good evening.
How you
What's the
doing
good
tonight?
word, Paul?
Just same old, same old. Happy to be on here, guys. Manolo, how you doing? Dan, what's up? What's
Yeah.
up,
Pleasure to
fellas?
us. Pleasure.
What's
It's a
up,
pleasure
Paul?
having you on.
Thank you for having me on. And I'm hearing about all these shirts, man. I'm getting jealous. Where's my shirt, bro? I need one of those, bro.
You're gonna get a shirt. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get a shirt.
Hell yeah.
Everyone that has been on this show, I think almost all of them has gotten a shirt.
Yeah.
The only ones that haven't gotten a shirt are like Sour, Georgie, Alison, because it's like $500 to get a shirt to them. So I would have to pull another trick like the one I was talking about. So they could get like if they were all in East versus West, they could get some shirts. But yeah, it was a nice thing. We're just doing a recap, Paul, because the last time we were all live on a stream was like 7 months ago.
Oh, wow. So it's been a while, man. I'm glad to be part of this.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
reunion.
it's been a while. And a
So,
lot of
Paul,
stuff have been going on.
So I see you got the VitaCell shirt there. Did you get stem cells as well, or were you just at the VitaCell house?
Yeah, there was there was just a couple of little they didn't have enough stem cells, and also, I'm around the area all the time, and I'm actually going to be with the guys next week, so I'm going to get my stem cell treatment next week. But I have been treated in the past with exosomes, and I had both shots. One on the right side where I had my surgery, bicep tendon surgery, and I also had one on the left side, and there was 8 shots total.
Tell us a little bit more about it, man, about stem cells, what it's done for you, what you hope to gain from it, what you've seen other athletes gain from it, just so people know what this is all about, because there's a lot of, misinformation out there. So let's hear a real story.
Yeah, I'm learning as we go, guys, because I've had 2 surgeries with bicep tendons. I don't actually have any injuries as of right now, so I probably wouldn't be the best candidate to get the stem cells, but just because I'm sponsored and all, and they want to help me out, and they said that it would help with getting the tendon stronger, so I'm going along with it. But I am watching all the results of everybody else that's been receiving them, and I'm talking about like the top guys of our sport, John Brzenk, Devin Lorette, now the Levon, the big guy, just got him. Sarah Bachman, Ron Bath, you know, and I'm hearing just great things. Jerry Ketterett is another one. And, you know, they're swearing by it, you know, and these guys are in their 50s. They've been arm wrestling 30 plus years, and they all had their own injuries that, you know, they just felt like they had to deal with the rest of their life. And now these guys are getting healed up. And when you hear these stories, it's just almost like mind boggling. And when you watch Devin in person, and, you know, he's backing everything up. He's saying, you know, he's getting all these treatments. I'm there right next to him as he's doing it. And then you watch the next performance and you're just like blown away. It's like, dude, this guy's like, he's like 18, 19 years old again, you know, so it's obviously working, you know. But like I said, brother, I don't really have any injuries per se. The one thing I did notice when I did do the exosome shots is I did have a little tendonitis on the top of my forearm. And when I did that, about 2 weeks later, it was completely gone, you know, so that is the one thing I did notice right away. And it does stop inflammation and stuff like that.
It's crucial. Awesome, man.
I also, I just want to announce that, you know, we just put it out there actually yesterday on the Arm Wrestling Buzz Show, is that we're going to have another Vitacell Illuminati 2.0, and that's going down in January 5th through 7th. It's in Las Vegas. We're doing cross networking. We got all the top Bellator MMA stars. We got some big legends of boxing. We got all the top arm wrestlers. And we're going to have an opportunity for a couple of people to win, you know, a trip there to get treatment and to get to hang out with all the stars of the sports and all that. And we'll be doing some raffles on my Arm Wrestling Buzz Show, which goes down every Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on Paul Italia's YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, you know, I know the stem cell treatment is it's kind of expensive for the normal guy.
I need some stem cells on my elbow.
Well, there you go, brother. So tune in on the Arm Wrestling Buzz Show, and we'll be giving out ways that you could win your treatment. And we'll also be doing a couple of the events that we're going to be having. You'll also be able to win if you win your class. You know, we're going to work it where you get, you know, your stem cell treatment and all. So there'll be multiple ways for other people.
I want to ask you, Paul, what goes on or what went on that house? Like everybody got there, like just everybody got their treatment and that's it. They have to lift weights, train, do something, or just get the treatment and that's it.
So what we did is it was a 2-3 day ordeal where all the different guys from different sports were getting together and we were all hanging out. We were all making behind the scenes content. We went over to the clinic. We showed all the different treatments you can have. And, you know, they videoed some of the guys getting their treatment and kind of explaining what goes on. And, you know, as we go on, we're going to just keep adding stuff to it. Now we're going to Las Vegas, you know, and we're going to have a bigger plan there, and we're going to have more of an event kind of situation going. You know, the first one was kind of just, you know, thrown on the go, and you know, now we're kind of tweaking everything and kind of getting more organized and all. And 2.0 is, I think, going to be the next level. And I'm going to be putting out videos and all that, and you'll see some of the behind the scenes content that we filmed from that day. And, you know, at the house, we were doing some after pulling, and, you know, you guys got to see Levon and Devin pulling, and there was a couple other great matches going on, and a lot of fun over that couple of days span.
Yeah, it was fun to see Levon and Devin pull in a situation where they could actually kind of have fun on the table a little bit, you know, and not be so stressed. And it was, you know, I was smiling ear to ear just watching those practice pulls, you know.
I gotta say, bro, that dude Levon, man, he is so fun, bro, to hang out with. Such a humble dude. I didn't expect it, man. You know, when I met that rest of the Georgia team in Turkey, like, you know, Gennady, Irakli, those dudes are mean mugging. They look like gangster squad roll up. But then you see Levon, man, big smile. As soon as I came walking in the room, I was like, I slipped up and I said out loud, I'm like, oh my God, Levon knows who I am. And everybody in the room just started laughing and all that. But that was like made my weekend, just Levon knowing who I was and all.
That's the magic happening right there.
There you go, man. There you go.
And then you see him transform from the teddy bear, and then when he gets on the table and the chest comes out, and suddenly he looks 5 times bigger, and you know, oh man, that's one scary human being. I don't care who you are, you got to be scared of that man.
Yeah, that dude is huge, bro. And you could tell, he was definitely down on the weight. He wasn't as big as normal, but you could still tell, man. He walks in the room, everybody turns around, everybody's staring at him for sure.
Because I mean, there's some guys that are like true mass monsters. I mean, you guys like Czar and Georgie and guys like that. But I don't know, just the aura of like that Levon must have. It just seems different.
Yeah, it's real,
Yeah,
bro.
but the point of Zaur and Svetkov, nothing personal. They have bellies. They have bellies like 1 meter or something. The thing is, Levan, yes, he has a fat definitely, but it's not the way like them.
Functional mass. It's not nothing against Corey West, but there's a difference between that sort of mass and a Morozov who's 290 with abs. But Levon, he might not have the abs, but he's not fat at all. He's solid. We've all seen the pictures with his shirt off.
Yeah, I just wanna say hi to the guys in the chat. Drew, it's in the chat. Emiliano Osorio, which is saying that Paul is getting really good and fast, and that's cool. And Emiliano is from Spain, so they know you in Spain, Paul.
Oh, very cool, man. Appreciate that, guys. Really do.
You look really good on the table. I saw that live stream, Paul, and you look really strong and fast, and you got really good side pressure, and the way that you were kind of getting on the positive side of the table and then just kind of hanging and using the weight and finishing guys. It was really impressive. So you still think you're going to be sticking with the amateur circuit, or are you thinking about trying to level up and go pro, or like?
Yeah, so you guys got to witness it last weekend, man. I won those 2 amateur tournaments, and then right after that, no break, went right into the open class. Actually had match of the night, 3-round war. So that was the end of me in the amateurs and semi-pros.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was an open class afterwards. So okay, so now you're done with the AMs altogether.
Yeah, I'm done with them. Just so you know, my final record is I had 3 amateur tournament wins, 2 semi-pro tournament wins, and I've only been pinned by 1 dude in my whole amateur career, and that was twice he got me. But other than that, I went undefeated in that, so I was proud of that record. And it was a 5-month-long amateur career. So all these guys, everybody's like, how long you been pulling it? And I'm like, dude, it's been 5 months. I'm sorry I came in winning, guys. Like, relax, dude. Give me some time, man.
But that's like 5 months training and doing tournaments, right? But before that, you did a little polling, practice polling, or training for arm wrestling, right?
Oh yeah, bro. So I've been in it's coming on about 4 years, but you just got to know my story, guys. First 6 months in, I popped my right bicep tendon, and when they hit my bicep tendon, when I was getting a surgery, they hit my nerve. So my right arm was out of play for a year. I couldn't move my hand or anything, and they didn't know when that would be corrected. So I went through that, and then exactly 1 year later, bro, to the date, it was August 27th. August 27th is a bad day. I locked myself in the closet that day, but I popped my left arm then, bro. So I just finally got over it, and then I did it again and had to go through the whole thing all over again, bro. So those first, I'd say about 2.5, 3 years, you really can't count for me, guys. I never really got consistent training on. So what I did is I just kind of teamed up with Travis Bajent. We went around the country throwing arm wrestling events. I did 56 events during the COVID times and all, and I was kind of a promoter. But as I was promoting, I had 1 arm. I would still get on the table. I was doing whatever I could. I kind of just kept my mouth shut and, was doing my little pulling on the side. But in the last year, what has changed is I went from a bodybuilder. I just totally put that away. No more training bodybuilding, no more bench pressing, no more, that's like religion for me. And I just went all in on arm wrestling. And that's, that you're seeing what I did in the last year now on the table come out now.
Yeah, I've been retired from arm wrestling for like 15 years. And I'm just gonna I had some health issues and I had to drop everything. So like you, I stopped powerlifting, I stopped bodybuilding training, and I'm just been concentrating on arm wrestling training. So we're almost in the same boat.
Yeah, I like that, man. Hell yeah, bro. So how long you been training now since your big comeback and all? Because I've been
Well,
seeing some videos, man. You've been coming up on my radar, man. I can't front, dude. I seen you going over to Vegas, and you looking
yeah.
strong as hell, my man. For real, giving Brandon Allen some.
Well, to me, I'm still a suck. I suck a lot, to me. But I've been like, I just wanted to be back on the table competitively. I haven't pulled competitively in 15 years. So, with this project of Pulseo TV, it's been, you know, exploded all over Puerto Rico and expanded of all over Latin America, and have been in contact and have made friends with everybody in Latin America relating arm wrestling, and we're gonna put a big event. Like we want to do our own thing, like our own king of the table, like our own East versus West for Latin America, right? So we instead of starting with the big event, we are starting with the qualifiers. So the first qualifier is going to be next month, October 14th, in Honduras. Those guys over there are well organized. They are doing great stuff in arm wrestling in Latin America and Central America. That's between Honduras, El Salvador, and Costa Rica. They are the most active in the region. And they're putting this great show, and they wanted me to come and hang out with them. And at the end, they offered me to make my comeback on their event, and I said, fuck it, let's do it. What am I got to lose? You know, 15 years I want to be back, and I'm facing Eduardo Durietz. He's been national champion in El Salvador and Pan American champion, and so I have my work cut out for me. And we're pulling at the 80 kilos. I'm like 185 right now, and we are pulling on October 14th. It's gonna be a hell of a trip, a hell of a show. I'm gonna try and it's gonna be televised, nationally televised in Honduras and in Salvador on their TV networks. It's gonna be on Facebook in the Honduras la Asociación de Honduras de Arm Wrestling, de Pulsos, and I'm hoping I can squeeze it in and give the guys that are doing the stream to put it on Pulseo TV. So it's going to be a big event, and I'm going to say this now. I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm going to say that the next qualifier is going to be in Argentina, and Santiago Balsamelo, the world champion, is going to run that event. And hopefully next year, late next year, we're going to have a big event in Puerto Rico. The Reyes de America promotion, like the big event in Puerto Rico, Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. And actually, we are going to meet Paul face to face, because I'm going to be in Arizona.
Oh, very nice, bro.
On December 9th.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to actually meet. We're going to actually meet in that event, that Greg Brown TV event.
Greg Brown is doing it big, my man. It is going to be off the chains. I'm going against Twinkie boy Ryan Grandin. I'm taking that boy for a ride that day, so definitely tune into that. And we also got that other big one going down with my co-host from Arm Wrestling Buzz, Tom the Arm Wrestler, will be going against Freddie Sanchez. And boy, do these guys don't like each other, man. There's going to be some fireworks.
This is Team Sanchez right here. This is Team Sanchez. We are Team Sanchez because I'm Sanchez. So Team Sanchez.
I love it, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I can't wait to meet you, brother. And are you going to get a match that day? Are you pulling anybody?
I'm not supposed to say.
Mouth is zipped right now. We'll leave it to you and Greg Brown.
It's going to be announced this weekend. After, I know Brandon Allen has a super match this weekend, right?
Yes. He has a big match.
After that, Greg is going to do some announcements. So we'll find out.
Gotcha. So let me ask you, I think Brandon Allen is going against Paul Stevens, right? Out of San Diego, Alan Fisher's boy. Is that who's pulling this weekend?
Yes. But Brandon is huge. He's 300 pounds right now. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what that guy's going to do with Brandon, because that is, the way the open top rope technique that Brandon uses If he's heavy like that, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he's so damn strong and his hand is insane. But I gotta say, bro, that dude Paul Stevens, no joke either, man. He's Alan Fisher's protege for many, many years. So that guy's got experience.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
And I have you gripped up with Alan Fisher?
I've gripped his hand when I first begun, but not since I've been like a real arm wrestler and all. So I have no idea, but I've seen him in action live. I've watched him go and win a tournament and then literally line up the tournament after and just one after the other. So that dude is no joke, man. Alan is a good friend of mine.
Yeah, I went to his house on June, to train, and the man is 165 pounds and he looks like he's 250.
Yeah.
He's
got that.
I brought him a shirt. I brought him a shirt. It was a size large shirt, and I was like, damn, it's gonna be too big for him. Fuck, it wasn't.
No, not
and
at all.
He's 165. And I was like, what?
Yep.
And then he beat my ass with his training.
Yep.
He beat my ass, and like I've never had a pump in my arm like in my life, like I did that day. And I mean, I was heavier than him, but I couldn't really do anything with him. Like his hand, he has this acceleration thing. It's a very strong man. It's a very strong man.
Violence, bro. That hit is just violence, bro. That's all I think when I see Alan Fisher pulling it. And you got to remind yourself of his age, and you're looking at it and you're like, dude, I hope I could be like this when I grow up, for real.
Yeah, he's almost 70.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he still got that.
And they treat me so good. They treat me that like I was one of their own kids. They had me over. They treat me very well. It was awesome experience. But
I wanted to ask you, because we were talking about when you were training with Popeye, Alan Fisher a little bit, and you said we were discussing, as a new puller like me, with the newbie pains, and you said there are certain techniques or something that might be able to apply to help with, some of those table pains.
Well, he explained to me, like when I got there, and he started his class, because that was a class. That was arm wrestling 101. After me being 26 years in the sport, I felt like I knew nothing about it.
Okay.
And
great. That's great for me.
Yeah, he just brought this concept, like you gotta arm wrestle natural. And the videos that are on my channel, they are fairly complete of everything he said, but like you can hear it, but I have to, like, you have to be there, or me to show you, or him to show you, because the way he warms up, the way he teaches you to move on the table, it will make you feel like you know nothing after being whatnot years in the sport. And it was an experience, and I've applied what he taught me that day, and a lot of my pains and aches, I don't feel them anymore.
That's awesome, man. So you feel like you get a lot more table work?
Yeah, if you're going through that, you being like an amateur and beginning this journey, when you come to Puerto Rico in November, I will show you the ways of the Jedi from California, Alan Fisher.
I can't wait just to get down there and get some margaritas and senoritas and fucking live that beautiful life, man. So, hey, let me segue. So that leads me into what I got going for the fall, if you had to take a minute. So, Paul, are you based down in Florida with the FAL, or are you in Vegas? Where are you at?
I live in 3 different places. I'm in Florida, North California, and New York. I bounce around from place to place. Right now, headquarters is Florida. I'm opening a couple of new businesses down here, so that's why I'm making this headquarters. But I also wanted to say to Manolo, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, go ahead, Paul.
But you guys are all welcome anytime, man. To my North Cal practices. You know, I throw a mega practice once a month when I pop in over there, and I'm right in the area of Petaluma, where you guys all know is where arm wrestling all begun. And you know, I put together a little tour of all the hot spots that have to do with arm wrestling history. So anybody that comes in town, you know, I show them around and, you know, bring them around, we get them a big practice, and then bring them to all the historic spots. So it's definitely worth your while to make it over there one day. You guys are all welcome anytime you want. Just wanted to say
Thank you. That's very nice, man. Very
Well,
nice.
we have to plan a trip. We have to plan a trip.
Road trip.
I just wanted to get to the point where I'm going to be down in Florida for the Battle of the Beach. That's the same date as Eat First West, 11/11. So that's a huge date for arm wrestling. I plan on being there, and I plan on trying to pull pro for the first time. It'll be a year into the sport. So I'm going to try to pull pro on my left hand. So, you know, I don't know if you're going to be down there, Paul. I'd love to meet you at least. Also, I probably will be back down there for the Florida Arm Wrestling League Finals, which is a month later on December
9th, the one where we'll be in Arizona. So I won't be at that one. But now that I know that you'll be at that November 11th, I'll pop over there, bro, just to hang out with you guys, meet you and all. I won't be I won't be pulling at that because just a week later, I think we're going over to Vegas, the Brandon Allens, and you know, I think I'm meeting over Bob Brown, Sarah Bachman, and Gabby over there, and we're gonna be doing a practice then. So I just know I have that scheduled right now.
And nice, we'll get a little photo op with you, you know.
Oh, 100%, bro. And I'll be rooting you on your first pro class. Hell yeah, bro. What weight class are you going to be in, man? What weight class?
170s. 170s.
Okay, so 176 pro class. All right, we got some official pullers down here, man. You'll definitely be tested that day. We got
yeah. Well, it's luckily I'm just going to do left since that's my you know, my predominant hand, and you know, so I feel like maybe, you know, I have a little better chance because, I mean, you're talking about those guys. There's monsters down there at the 170s, you know, like George Whitfield, John Hutchinson, you know, Jerry, all those guys. You know, Jerry looks like he weighs about 205. Talk about a guy who I don't know how the fuck he makes 176. He looks like a monster.
So just so you guys know, that time when we were just at Vitacell at that big party, that was at Jerry's house. That was his house. We were all filming. Yeah, that was his house. Jerry looks like mini Vin Diesel, bro, for real. Everybody was saying that night. Yeah.
Seriously. So, you know, I know I'm biting off, you know, I'm hoping I'm not biting off more than I can chew, but hey, there's only one, you know, you got to test yourself in this game, you know? And
bro, I encourage you, get on with the right arm too, man. So what's the worst that could happen, bro? You're 2 out, bro. You know what I mean? So go test yourself, bro. It'll be a good time. At least do
the amateur right.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do amateur on right. It's just I've had a broken finger for the last couple months that's still kind of healing. So, you know, I'm still probably going to pull on it, but just probably pull amateur on right.
They got that semi-pro class with Florida. That's an amazing class, bro. So that's like the next level of the amateur.
Oh, they do semis as well.
Yes,
okay.
Really good ones.
I've been hearing semi-pro. What's that about?
Yeah, so a lot of the eastern states are doing it. Florida Arm Wrestling League is doing it. I heard James Reed and Paul Lynn also have a semi-pro class. What it kind of is you know, you're not quite amateur. You're past that amateur, like that newbie level. Now you're ready for the next. So I think they do a little different where the amateurs in the FAL go right the strap right off the bat. There is no getting your own grip, where semi-pro, they let you get your own grip. So that's like the only change. And, you know, it just got the next step of arm wrestlers. So those guys are usually like 1 to 2 years in the sport or whatever. And, you know, it's a nice class, man, rather than just going right from that amateur, going right to that pro class and just getting smashed and kind of, you know, getting discouraged and all. This is kind of like the in-between. And I'm a fan of it. I think it's a good thing and should stay.
100%. Like you said, Paul, James Reed and Paul Lim have been doing that. The big event that just happened this June is, you know, Keystone State Championship. They had semis there with a lot of strong pullers in there. So, I mean, it's good because you have that leap from the amateur to the pro, and it's just such a giant leap between, So it's good to have that step up in between, you know, so guys don't get discouraged. But you know,
Troy,
now
something I would really encourage you to, bro, if you really want to challenge yourself that day, is what I did is I pulled up. So I did my weight class 198, and I was feeling a little spicy that day. So I went into the 220 class, and then I even went into 242 class, bro.
I saw that. You're pulling the fucking supers, bro.
And I won all 5 classes, bro. I couldn't believe I fucking did it that day, bro. But that's the way if you want to really test yourself. And then if you go and win that, then you're ready, bro, for the pros, 100%, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to look at it too. Maybe I, you know, stick it with semis and do 176 on amateurs and semis and just go up a weight class and do it like that. But, you know,
that 198 with you, that's the test, bro. So I would do, if for you, I would do semi-pros, do the 176, and then pull up to that 198, because that's the big class. That's where you're going to have 14 guys in there, and you're going to really test yourself. That 176, it'll have a decent amount. You'll have probably like 4 to 8 guys, but that 198, bro, you're going to be stacked in there, and I like that one.
Yeah, it'd be nice just to feel, you know, guys' hands, you know, at that weight class, and just kind of see the difference, you know, because it's like I like being the 6 foot tall guy with the bigger hand at 176 and the long lever, you know, I like that. But hey, it's good, you know, you got to pull in places where you don't feel comfortable, right? You got to learn what that's like.
Stronger.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't mean to dominate the conversation. I could keep going.
No, it's okay. Take your time. Take your
Enjoying the
time.
conversation, man. I'm just enjoying the conversation.
Exactly.
You have earned it.
Hey, thank you guys. I'm loving being back here with you guys. I love talking about arm wrestling. You know, fuck the drama, fuck the bullshit. We all just love the sport. You know, I just love talking about the sport. I love people who love supporting. You know, Paul Italia and Italia Productions. He's put a lot of money as his own money and investing in this, you know, and Manolo, same thing. I know, you know, we do it because we love it and we want to see this sport grow. And, you know, we're sick of seeing backgammon or, you know, shuffleboard on the fucking Olympics, you know.
It's something to be said. There's something to be said about genuine, authentic people in the sport that want to see it grow. You know, your vibe attracts your tribe. And people like Paul, people like Manolo, you know, from the beginning, Paul and Manolo, you guys, my very first couple months in the sport, I got connected and linked up with you guys, and you've been constant supporters. Constant. I mean, not for nothing. I wouldn't be a 154 guy that's as successful as I am had it been Paul planted that seed in my head. Hey, Dan, 198, you don't have the right frame for that shit. And they're saying, no, you're wrong. At 198, I feel healthy. I feel strong. He goes, you might want to consider it. And lo and behold, I'm the strongest version of myself I've ever been.
Yeah, you're a friggin' killer on the table, brother. Assassin.
And he gets lighter and
he surprises everyone.
Well, somehow he can get stronger as he's dropping weight. He's the only person I've fucking seen in the world that can cut weight and get strength gains.
Because he's a danger.
I will say, I was told by quite a few people in the sport that was physically impossible to drop as much weight as I was looking to and get as strong as I was doing. And I said, you know what? Challenge accepted.
And he's natty. He's natty, guys.
Exactly. I got nothing else. Maybe green powered. That's about it.
Right? Hey, well, I'll wait for after the pod to light up. Yeah.
me and Michael Phelps have something in common. All right.
Hey, Troy, how long you been in this sport, bro?
Well, I about a year. My first tournament when I first pulled was last fall, and then that was like early November. It was a local PA tournament. I'm a Lethal Arms guy. I'm one of those. I'm under, you know, Justin Bear and Paul Lynn and all the big dogs up there. So, you know, I do all the local PA tournaments and stuff. So I just did a local one, and I did pretty good. You know, I placed third in the open weight class. So, you know, I was like 164, you know, pulling guys up to 220. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, and I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'm pretty good at this. So I went down, I decided, okay, I'm only 10 pounds to 155. You know, bounce season is over. I got nothing to do all winter. Let me take a trip down to Florida and see if I can fucking. So I cut to 155, I flew down to
And
Florida.
that's where we
I
met.
won the amateur champs, and that was like only about 4 weeks into I start pulling. So this November will be 1 year into the sport. Nightmare told me that he pulled pro 1 year into the sport. So I'm just trying to keep up with that guy. You know what I mean?
Listen, my pace is very, very erratic in the very beginning. I can tell you, I had no idea what I was doing. You could ask Paul. I was like throwing pickles out a window and hoping he would.
But bro, you came in smashing the way, man. You're the one that gave me the whole inspiration, man. I seen you come in and just destroy the amateurs, and then you went in and you were getting up on the podium right away with the pros, bro. So you are my inspiration for doing what I'm doing right now, bro.
Appreciate that. Man.
So nice to hear it.
To that point, I gotta say, the man I gripped up with in 2021 was 2021.
Yep.
June versus the man I was hanging out with last weekend. 2 different humans. It's literally somebody it's a body snatcher thing. I think
Oh, you showed me a picture one time. You sent me a picture of yourself like 2 years ago before we met, and I honestly didn't even know it was you. I thought it was like a family member or some shit. You look like completely different, you know?
Absolutely.
But Troy, I wanted to say, bro, if you're looking for some recovery tips or whatever, we did it when I was over at Bob Brown's. I know Alan Fisher, he's the other legend, bro. But if if you don't get to see his system, the other one would be the Bob Brown recovery. And we made a video. It's actually on Utah Arm Wrestling, and he posted it on there. And right after we did a hot and real hot bath kind of thing. Like they got like some heater kind of thing. You'll see it, and it's like a hot plate, and we put our arm in there for 3 minutes, and then we go right to a cooler with a bunch of ice and water in there and put it in there for 3 minutes, and we would do that 3 rounds. And then right after that, he has this napalm bomb, and then he puts a hot sleeve over that, and then you go to sleep with that on. And oh my God, bro, I couldn't believe it. The next day, it's like I really didn't have any pain at all, and then we did the recovery the next morning. All that's on Bob Brown's channel, guys. So if you're a newbie out there and you're looking for some tips or whatever, we did a whole series, and it's just made for those newbie guys and teaching you how to move on the table right, and then the recovery process. So I strongly encourage all the newbies, get over to Bob Brown Arm Wrestling.
There's some science behind that, Paul, because what you're talking about is there's a name to it. It's contrast bathing. It's actually a very common method that pitchers would use to deal with their inflammation, and tennis players as well. And not for nothing, we have the same inflammation as they do, if not worse.
Yeah, I should call it arm wrestling elbow, not fucking tennis elbow. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But
I got a question on the chat for Paul. A guy, I think he's from Latin America. He's asking if you have ever gripped up with Devin Larratt or Matt Mask, and if you ever had a pin on him.
No way, bro. Yeah, I'm far from that, guy.
That's an actual question.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, man. But I'm nowhere near them. So I'll just give you guys an example of this. 2 weeks ago, we went over to that VitaCell meetup. So that was a good place for me to kind of judge where I was at, because I'm going to a lot of these practices all over the country, and I'm smashing a lot of the pros in the 198 class, and I haven't really met a problem yet. So I knew that there was going to be a couple of elite guys around that weight class, that being Artem Tararenko, Dan Mosier. I also knew Dusty Hyatt was going to be there. So I wanted to kind of just see where I was at. Well, as soon as I got there, they were already on the table, got to grip up with them. And dude, I was shocked, man. There's another level that I didn't know about. And I just got introduced this past weekend, and that being Artem and Dan Mosier. And the biggest thing that I noticed, the difference between a pro and elite level in the 198s is the hand. It goes from a normal hand to when they hit that elite level, they literally have mutant hands. And it's like the first thing you notice to them. Yeah, they're jacked and all, but you just see their hands, the way they lay and everything, there's something different. So they're on a whole nother level. And then when you talk about guys like Devin, Devin was just kind of holding everybody there. Like they weren't, we all could have been holding Devin at once and he would have went through all of us. So yeah, there's so many levels to this sport, and it's crazy for real.
So people in the chat want us to talk about and give our opinion and analysis between the Devin and Dennis Blanco match. Who wants to start with that subject?
I'm down to start it off, man. I just had a conversation with Devin about it. So if you don't mind, I'd love to share.
Yeah, start off.
So I actually brought up that particular question to Devin, and I said, yo, Devin, I said, who do you see as more of a threat, Hermes Gasparini or Dennis Saplenkov? And he just said, yo, bro, he goes, just sit back and look at the difference in them. He goes, the physical difference in them tells you the story right there. And I was like, no, I get it, man. I was like, but I saw Hermes against Levon and all. He goes, listen, bro. He goes, Hermes is still in his lower 30s. I've been arm wrestling longer than he's been alive. He goes, I practically beat him before I got to the table with just mental games. And he goes, that's not going to work with Dennis. Dennis got the same amount of experience and all. He says, so 100%, I'm a lot more scared of Dennis. So that was like the first thing he said to me. He said that he's taking that a lot more seriously. And he said that he kind of beat Hermes practically the night before. It was the night before his match, because he said he was fluffing him up the weeks before. Every time he would talk to me, he'd be like, oh, Hermes, you look so strong. You're so big. Like, oh, man, I'm nervous. And he goes, I was just in a bad mood the night before. And he goes, I was originally planning on doing it that day of the match, but I was just in one of those moods. And he goes, I just started going at him. And I stopped being so nice. And I just started telling him what I was going to do to him. And he went from looking the most confident man to all of a sudden you could see him second guessing himself. And he goes, once I saw that, I knew I had him. He goes, I couldn't believe it. I already had him beat the night before. I was just like, holy shit, bro. I was like, you are amazing. The games you play with people and how everything is so well thought out and all. So, yeah, I think he's definitely more worried about Dennis. I don't think the mind games are going to play that much of a factor with Dennis, just because he's used to this and this is not his first rodeo. And just like what Travis was saying on my channel, I mean, Dennis knew what level Devin was at years ago. He knows that Devin has leveled up and he's willing to take this match. He's feeling confident, man. So Dennis definitely is feeling confident in his ways.
Yeah. And Paul, to expand on what you were talking about, the difference between pros and elites and hands, you want to talk about the hand difference between a guy like Hermes and a guy like Dennis. I mean, besides Levon, I mean, he's got the biggest hands that ever put their elbows down on the table. I mean, we've all seen the videos of him like cracking walnuts and shit with his fingers. I don't think Dennis will, I don't think he'll be as concerned about the setup that, Hermes and everybody. I don't think he'll need to fight for height as much as everybody else. I don't think you'll hear any complaining on Dennis's side of the table. I don't even think he'll need to fight Devin as much, just because I think that advantage is right there. Well, now will Devin be able to go over top of it? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to pan out. But I think Dennis's hand is going to be the difference.
So I want to give you guys an analogy. During a storm, would you rather be a palm tree or a weeping willow? And I see Devin as a palm tree because he's a little more flex. He's been through it all. He's weathered a few more storms of late than Dennis has. Dennis is more like a weeping willow. He's sturdy, he's strong, but I think he can get cracked. And I think that he may not be as top of the game as Devin is. I just don't think his peak level is far behind him, where Devin's is just approaching. I think Devin, we're just seeing a new refurbished version of him, beyond his own training and what he's been doing at the table of late. The stem cells that he's got under his belt now, and all the Vitacell, everything that he's got working for him. I think he has an X factor that Dennis has never faced as of yet. And it's going to be really, really bad for Dennis, I think. And almost
what's your call?
I wanna before I jump into the discussion about this, I want Basil
Yeah.
to give his opinion because Basil has an inside track. He knows shit that's going on in there in Dennis's camp, you know, because he's over there and he knows friends of friends and he knows. And there was a video, a controversial video about a live stream that we did that we were saying, our friend Slava was saying that Alexei Voivoda was all fake. He was faking it. He wasn't in that good of a shape, and that practices and trainings were fake. And we got a lot of shit, Basil, but at the end we were right. So
Exactly,
I want Basil to give his opinion on this match.
Oh, first of all, like according regarding your stuff about well, it's not like fake weights. The thing is, in crossover, yeah, let's say pounds. If there is double wheel, you need to divide. You know what I mean? You need to divide the weight. So technically, it's 220 pounds. Let's say like this. It's maximum. But originally, it's like 110. You need to divide. You get it what I mean? Because there is no direct. You hearing me?
Yes. We're just
Yeah, so I mean,
taking dick measurements. I'm about here.
No. Like this, enough, good enough. No, I'm saying, I don't know how to say like in English. It's gonna be like, it's a bit part of biomechanics. You know how biomechanics works. Yeah. So the thing is, if there is a lot of wheels, let's say in crossover, it's not like pure weight. You can put 300 pounds, but it won't be 300 pounds. It won't be like 150 pounds maximum. This is the thing. But he was talking about white water. When you're doing something like this, say like it is 150 pounds. Don't say 300 pounds because people will believe you and try to do the same and might get injured or something like this. Say 150 because in reality, if you put the weight or if somehow you will measure the amount of tension which is given, it's going to be 150. It won't show 300. This is what I mean. So not like lie, but also sometimes we saw a lot of videos without the weight. Yes, he was saying like he's lifting something like 130 or something, but he cut the sides, so we cannot see the plates and we cannot.
This is gonna get us into more trouble, Basil.
More trouble to what? Everyone knows that his manager wanted to kick my ass. Because I mean, he probably. I mean, the thing is, he's thinking that I'm the one who writes all of the comments under his videos. And you know about Alexei Voivoda? No, he's a good guy. I was sad. I saw that he really wanted to show his best in his eyes, and I got sad when he lost. But the thing is, I was cheering for John. It's like nothing personal or whatever. It's not because Ukraine, Russia.
Everybody was cheering for John.
He's the legend. And the thing is, but I mean, the way that someone is talking and then don't stand for his words, that's it. It's nothing personal. The thing is, if, for example, you're doing something, you're saying something, if you prove it, pray to you. Well done. But if you haven't proved it, I mean, be able to stand for your words. That's it. No need to delete the comments, close the comments in his Telegram's channel. Yes, he cut, Voivoda cut it like 1,500, he blocked 1,500 followers, and he closed the comment section.
So now everybody, we all know that at the king of the table, we all know who Voivoda was yelling at. Basil, Coach Dubai.
Nah, actually, I was like, wait, what the hell? I heard something like some bad words in Russian. I was like, what? It's live stream. I was like, then I saw what is saying something to my direction, but not to me directly. You know, I was like, behind me was Slava and Kalinichenko. I was like, huh? They start to laugh. No, and shake and look. Then I look left, and it was Matt Musk's brother.
Oh,
so generally,
boy.
Yeah. So generally, it was, he said, when John won the round, I cannot remember which of them it was. He just said, "Fuck it," in terms of like, hell yeah, you know, like fuck it, like not. But Voivoda thought that he said directly to him in person, like fuck. But okay, if someone said to you something in English, reply it in English. Why you reply it in Russian and make everyone confused?
I was very confused. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but hey, it was still entertaining.
All of the.
But
all of guys in
anyway,
comments, yeah.
let's skip let's keep it in the subject.
Sorry,
Dennis,
Mama.
your thoughts.
I would say, look, Dennis, it's not like Voivoda in terms of understanding his level. For example, he had a chance, technically, to pull Devon in August. Technically, yes. We don't know all of the insides or something, but officially, like Devon proposed him to pull in August instead of
Remember.
Yes.
instead of Gena, yeah. Then
He said he didn't have enough time to prep.
yeah, but he is knowing his level and his possibilities. So he wouldn't come to the match unless he would be sure that he can. Because after Morozov lost, Voivoda lost, he understands that, that risky position of being honest with himself. Morozov might still be young or something. I'm not sure what the terms in contracts, but if you feel really bad or something, just let it be. Say that you're sick or something. Don't compete. Why you might hurt yourself. But Morozov still has time. Denis don't want to lose his legacy. This is the thing. So if he will come over table, it means that he's ready. But in my opinion, 55 on 45 to Denis. Shortly saying.
But what I keep hearing Devin talking about Dennis don't die, and we all know he had some problems. Have you heard anything that may concern about his health issues and stuff?
But it was I cannot remember. It was 18 or 19 before like top 8 tournaments. With yes, Vitaly Laletin was actually a substitute. How you call it? Substitute of Denis Tiplinkov. That's the one time when he competed and was in the final with Levan. He was a substitute for Denis. Yes, at that time it was quite bad conditions. But as I can understand, as I know, it's because of the liver or kidney. No, kidney. My bad. It was because of the kidney
That's
problem.
what I heard.
Yeah.
But
So
you know how GH works. You know how GH works. Especially if you start using it in a puberty period or something. Not I mean like till 23. Yeah, what he did. You have this one changes, as you might see.
yeah.
I mean, for sure, but still, it's a part of the game. If you want to be best of the best, it might be possible, but still, it's unique one without anything. You get it, what I mean. I don't want to promote or saying something, but it is like it is, mostly.
Well,
because
I
mean, everyone might have a doubt or something, but let's take 20 more years, and we might check about, let's say, Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt. As for now, maybe we doesn't know, but let's see.
Yeah, but I feel like Dennis is in a hurry. I feel like he's in a hurry. I've been there. So maybe there's something else going on, or he's worried about something. But
what you say, Manolo? You think Dennis is what?
In a hurry.
In a hurry.
But
Yeah.
Manolo,
He's in a hurry to accomplish something.
Yeah.
But Manolo, I think what's changed, bro, and why these guys are getting into it is the money. Is they see the money, they're hearing the rumors going out there, and they want to cash in. I mean, just think of the guy that Travis Bajan making his comeback this past weekend. Why is he? Yeah. He said it straight up on my show. Yo, I'm on a cash grab, bro. I'm on a cash grab.
Coming back. We all know why Bajan's doing it.
but
oh, you're right. You're right.
You see,
with the sport blowing up, everyone's seeing all the eyes on the sport. Everyone's seeing the dollar signs coming in.
But beyond the dollars coming in, they're seeing also the stem cells that allow them to continuously make those dollars injury free. Or
but you see, Dennis came back. He pulled John. He wants to pull, and he's going to pull Devin. And after Devin, he wants to go after Levan, like bam, bam, bam. and he must be confident if he wants to do that. But I still feel like he must, like, okay, he's really strong. John is not the same John Bersenk that we used to see 15, 20 years ago. And I know John said that was the strongest hand he has ever felt. And I believe him. I believe him. Just looking at the sheer size of his sausage fingers, you can tell that, you know. But I still think he has some ring rust, you know. And to me, this is gonna be an even harder battle for the middle of the pool, for the center of the table, than when it was with Hermes, because we are looking at two guys with the same technique.
Nobody's hitting. They're catching. They're both catching.
Devin, let me get to that point. Devin has a lot of tools, but he still uses the open top roll, king's move technique, you know, in the middle of the table. Dennis does the same thing. To me, the edge won't be the hand or even that open top roll. The edge is going to be the ability to attack after the go. That's where we're going to see who's better at, because I believe Devin's plans has to be to attack him. He cannot fight his hand in the middle of the table.
You'd be playing right into his hands. You'd be playing right into Dennis's game. And we all know that Devin also can be explosive. He just doesn't really pull like that. What was it? Recently he did Arm Wars and he pulled the young Sandras of Panzer. Yeah. And we all saw him off that ready go. It's like, oh wow, Devin actually can explode and hit and, you know, boom, smash him right to the pad. So it's there. The explosive ability is there. I just don't think he uses it or trains it.
Manolo, I think you hit on something that is really important that a lot of people are overlooking, and that is with him coming back with the ring rust and all. And him just having that match against John Bersenk, I don't think is enough. And I think a good example is we just got reminded that at King of Table with Alexei Vovoda coming back and making that big comeback. And I kind of was saying the same thing. It's like, yo, you got to remember, John has been back the last 2 years pulling a super match practically every month on a big stage. That alone gets you in a shape and just ready to do your thing. Alexei has got rust, bro. He hasn't pulled in a few years. He's just getting back in the swing of things. I would have rather seen a better match for that first comeback. And I think he should have been Alexei Vovoda against Travis Bajent, because I feel like they're both at the same point of their career.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Manolo. Then you would hear only bad words from opposite side, because you're gonna piss him off. Because they're not, or someone is saying they want to see Matt Mask versus David Dedican, so he's gonna start as an arm wrestling and finish as an MMA. Because I mean, like,
Nobody seems to like Wild Horse. Didn't Kalina call out Wild Horse too? I remember something on one of the East vs. West, and like passed him like a little note or some shit.
Yeah. He was drawing some notes, like, and gave it to Matt Mask. But he's a real guy. I mean, he's a real guy. Like, we took a picture after event finished. Yeah, I came to him like, oh, can I take a picture? Yeah, sure. Thanks, buddy, for coming. I was like, thanks for me to coming on the event. Thanks for you for flying, for participating. Thanks to me for coming. Aww. No, so it's a good one.
That's a nice guy.
Well, anyway,
Europeans not like Wild Horse?
Let's have a vote. I think Devin will win.
I agree.
What I think.
Devin wins.
Dan agrees. Paul agrees. Troy, what do you think? Don't feel the pressure. Don't get pressure by our vote.
I love Devin. I'm a huge Devin fan. I think he's in the best form of his life. I think he's a completely different animal than the 2018 rat-tailed Devin that we saw. I'm going to say 3-2 Dennis. I'll go against the grain for one. I'll be the dark horse of the group here, even though I love Devin. But
why dark horse? The same as I said, 55 and 45. I would say yes. Devon right now is the best shape of his life, but still, I mean, Dennis is not a numb or a rookie or whatever. He knows what he's doing, and I mean, he can pull or he's pulling, and we might don't know with the guys who pulled recently with Devon. So this is the thing, and he might know in which condition, on which terms he is right now. And I mean, and he wouldn't stand on a stage if he wouldn't be sure. So yes, for sure, Devon might prepare something surprise. That's why actually 45 and 55. I mean, it might be for Neil or something like this, but I'm saying it will be like equal, because for sure, if Dennis was on his prime, no doubt. But only because of he haven't pulled recently, we are saying, oh, Dennis might not be ready or something. But if we forget about it, for sure, we cannot forget about it generally. But Dennis has the ability to pull and practice with everyone, starting from Laletin, Morozov, Dadikan coming to him each week, Zaur Paizulaev, each week, practice pulling with all of them with different styles. I mean, yes, it's not the same as the competition, but come on.
The one thing I
and actually Dennis
was going to beat Devon easily.
I mean, sadly, it's not a secret that there is some misunderstanding between Voivoda and Dennis. So actually, this was logically for me, like Dennis pulled with John and he won John. And it means for me, like Dennis should prepare Voivoda, but we haven't seen Voivoda practice with Dennis. Or am I wrong?
Not recently.
Now the big question is not about who wins or loses, but what happens to the legacy hammer?
It's a fraud. It's a fraud. Who cares? According to Travis.
No, technically, I mean, actually, it's a
I mean,
point for a Devon to use a trash talk.
No, to me, I don't know. If Dennis has the legacy hammer, it must be a left hand legacy hammer, right?
Yeah, 225 class left hand.
Yeah. So, but I'll say this.
I don't know what's been going on. Go ahead.
I will say this. Levan is injured. He won't be back in arm wrestling until next year, middle of next year. So
I'm here in March.
If you cannot defend your spot, you do not own it, and the legacy hammer should be up for grabs until he can come back and win it again. I mean, that's my opinion.
Sure.
No, I think he'll be back in March, though, bro. I think he'll be ready, man.
In March?
Yeah, I think he's back in March. He was saying.
Who do you think he will face?
See, this is the thing, guys. I think Devon's gonna win. But if I was just going as an arm wrestling fan and I had no like alliance to anybody, I would kind of want Dennis to win because I want to see Dennis go against Levan, and that would be next. You know,
Yes.
It would be an amazing battle.
But still, like for Levan,
I think that would happen anyway.
Say that again, Manolo.
That's the money match. That, win or lose, I think that's gonna be the next thing for Dennis because that's the money match.
He'll never get it if he loses to Devon. Nobody going to want to see that. They're going to all say he don't deserve it then.
True.
Really
I don't know. I think Engen knows matchups and he might give it to him anyway just because he knows the bill the pay-per-view would sell, if he.
I think Hermes, bro. I think Hermes, I think they're going to try, Hermes is back in the dungeon and he's being
Hermes
quiet and training.
Again?
I think so, bro. I think people are going to want to see that rematch again, man, just because Levan's coming off of that injury and all, and he's got to be a lot not as strong. And we know Hermes is just getting stronger and stronger. So I think that's a potential match that I'd like to see. I just think that if Dennis loses to Devon, unless it's a real close war, it doesn't really make sense to see Levan next. I think you need to see Dennis in action a couple more times. How about Dennis versus Hermes?
Yeah, I was gonna say Hermes.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be real good.
I would say something without saying something. So later on, manager won't come to me and talk with me in private. Manolo, you got what I mean. I'm saying, you know the roster of upcoming East versus West. Yes, I mean, you know. So tell me, can you find there the surname of Hermes and the surname of Vitali?
I don't understand what you're asking.
I'm saying, okay, I will say like this. You know that Hermes and Vitali are not in the roster on East versus West in November.
Yeah, they're not pulling that card.
But
yeah,
they're
not pulling
fresh
that day.
and they're not injured. So what does it mean?
January.
Yeah.
No, actually, in December, no, I would say, I mean, Kings of the Table, December 9. Why not?
Yeah.
You just told everybody.
Yeah.
He's
Say
telling
that
us
again.
without
Say
telling
that
us.
again,
I'm
bro.
saying, why not?
Say it
I'm
again.
saying, why not? I'm saying, why not? There is nothing official. There is nothing official. But it's
knows?
logically saying, like,
No.
the guy
Did we just
in
make it
primes,
official? Did we just make it
the
official,
guys
bro?
in, the guy,
Oh shit, that's awesome.
it's not whatever it's saying in live stream, it cannot be cutted. The thing is, it's not official. Like, no one can say that it's official because it's not official. And the thing is, but you
We
might
heard it
you
first here.
like
Babe, start
Sure.
making a clip. We need
I mean-
this clipped right now.
Screenshot.
no, bro. Nah, it's only my thoughts based on the thing is that guys are in
Yeah.
primes. Yes, they're fresh, they're not injured.
Just your
And-
thoughts. You live in Dubai and all
Yes,
that.
exactly, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. And East versus West has a lot of stars in his card. Actually, might be one of the best East versus West ever. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
And there is no place for guys in their primes, in best shape. Come on.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
means that
Yeah, but I named
They're gonna fight
the
later.
East versus West 10 card. I named it the Reckoning because that's what Devon is looking for. Reckoning.
Yeah.
He has to make things right, and that is his legacy. They're fighting for the same thing, their legacy. And Devon, I mean, the time I spent with Devon, then, you know, it was just us,
Yeah.
you know.
Nobody else.
And we connected and we saw that like Devon needs this. He needs it, you know,
It's his
and
life.
he will fight. And that's another difference that they have. Devon will fight to the death. He will fight him to the death. He will not give up. And we don't know that. We haven't seen Dennis do that ever. So, you know, got to consider that.
True.
no,
That's
I
true.
mean
He's got
last
that
time when
respect.
Dennis had a tough fight, as I can remember, it was like Arnold Classic or something with Lupkis.
Yeah,
But
Richard
it was
Lucas,
like,
that was the only one I've seen. The only one.
Well, Lupkis was a freak of nature. I mean, the guy's probably
Really?
75 years old and still 300 plus pounds and sub 10% body
No,
fat.
I think I don't know, Paul maybe no, but I think he's 67 or 69.
Yeah, it's one of those. I know he's up there. I know he had some medical complications in the last couple of years. There was a rumor of
His
him
wife
coming
has
back,
cancer, terminal cancer.
and he had something as well because he had a match set for Chance Shore. and he had to pull out
I think in my opinion that he postponed the match because of his wife's condition. He didn't have really an injury. It's bad, you know, and she's just waiting. And when I was researching that subject, Pablo told me that Richard is not like not arm wrestling. He arm wrestles still, but in local tournaments and stuff. And he's still 335 pounds ripped as fuck, like 5% fat at
Crazy.
67.
That's what he
I mean,
does for a living.
He's built different. He's built different.
He's a personal trainer. That's what he does. He lives in the gym practically training everybody. So, you know, he never stopped.
Built different. You know, it's you know,
Can-
it's something. And he's like kind of my favorite arm wrestler like ever. Like after Todd Hutchins, my favorite arm wrestler is Richard Lupi. He's so
Yeah.
strong.
Such a
Speaking
cool
about
guy,
Todd
too.
Hutchins, did we talk about the freaking Todd Hutchins Ungerbayev match? That's going to be.
Yeah. We gotta talk about that shit.
That's going to be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one. I look forward to seeing it. Ungerbayev has been on a tear.
Yeah.
I love watching that man arm wrestle, bro. That's a true table ninja right there. I just love the moves he does, and I just love breaking it all down. Such a skilled arm wrestler, but he's got his hands full with that side pressure coming his way, bro. I don't know if he's gonna have enough power to handle that.
Dude. I mean, we all saw the trick on the buy pull with Iraqi going like that. He cannot do that to Todd because Todd will keep going straight to the side. And he just like, if he wins like this, he won't win it back because Todd is just gonna be going straight to the side, And I love that, man.
Bro, you got to feel that move on there, bro. I just learned that move with Bob Brown's. It's called the double hit, even though it's a triple hit. Bro, that shit is the most crazy thing. It totally throws you off. So I encourage you to try that on there. Todd might not know what the hell's happening to him, bro. That shit happened so damn quick, bro. And they changed directions. Like, what the hell? It's crazy. That's how I actually beat that guy, that super heavyweight in that 242 class. He was 263 that day. But I did that triple hit on him, bro. He didn't know what the hell, even how to block it or anything. So that is a nasty move.
Good one.
But Todd Sila, like I made a rant, like I'm trying to make it like very emotional rant, like the storytelling. I don't know if you read it. I put it on Facebook. Like the Todd is king and his sword is side pressure, and his knuckles will be high and he will go straight to the side.
So it is written, so it shall be done.
Yes.
I equate the match to be similar between like a brawler versus a capoeira fighter. I think that that's what it's going to turn out to, and whoever lands the most tactical hits, because it's going to be about tactics. It's not going to be about raw power in any way or form, even though both of them have raw power. I think we're going to see some serious table IQ at play. I look forward to it.
Let me ask you all of you this. How would you compare the shape John was in when he pulled Ongobayev to the shape John was in when he pulled Todd?
I think John was coming off
sick,
of COVID.
Right? Didn't he have the flu when he
John
pulled
was coming off of
Ongobayev?
COVID. He was coming off of COVID. I was at that one, and he was sick that whole time there. He was hardly eating. He kind of stayed away from everybody. So, I think he's a whole different
like
person.
102 fever or something ridiculous.
Bro, I swear he had COVID because I feel like all of us got COVID when we left there, man. Because when I got home, I had that shit, bro. So, yeah.
so John was sick when he pulled Ongobayev, and he had the first round decisively.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking to the Lethal Arms guys. I was like, oh, John's got this in the bag. And then suddenly comes, round 2 or round 3, the complexion changed. And he seemed to, I don't know if it was the illness or something, he like gassed out or they just like lost his fire.
Now, John was good and ready when he pulled Todd.
He definitely was 100%.
But styles make a match, right? Styles do make a match. So I wouldn't go off of that as of yet. I wouldn't go off of that. I think don't
like we are talking about power and we were talking about strategy and table smarts. Todd Hutchins is one of the smartest guys on the table.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I don't know if you guys know. I know Dan knows, but Toby Sanchez, another Team Sanchez. He's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican, and he's Todd's training partner. You know him, right, Paul? You know Toby?
No, I've seen the name, but I've never had conversation with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Toby is his training partner. They train in the gym together. They practice 3 times a week. And he explained to me what he and Todd were working on to face John. And that fucking shit is science. That's fucking science. I'm talking about engineering shit. The lifts he did, the equipment he built, and the technique he developed. Like he was for what I understood, what Toby explained to me, he was like giving up his hand but not his wrist in order to prevent John from top rolling. dude, and it worked like a fucking charm, and that's exactly what happened.
You got to remember, Manolo, them two were training partners for many years. So he knew
Yeah.
exactly what John's arsenal was, and John knew his arsenal. So, I definitely agree on that. But the one thing I got to say that I learned from Bob Brown is the one way to beat side pressure is back pressure. And who's got some amazing back pressure? Angarbayev. So that's the only way. It's just like Dan said, man, styles make matches, bro. And Angarbayev, you got to remember, that dude's a table ninja. You got to remember, he knows side pressure's coming his way. So I'm thinking he's going all in back pressure.
Let me be
man, and I gotta tell you, his ability to adapt and evolve mid-match is something that I don't think Todd is prepared for. Even though Todd's smart, Todd is probably one of the smartest to ever do it. But his ability to quickly turn the switch as quickly as instinctually, almost fluidly as Angarbayev does. Oh, that speed and transition might be a little too much for Todd to overcome.
Can we take a vote, guys? Can we see what is everybody's vote on this one? Manolo, what do you think, bro?
Well, Todd is, I'm obligated by honor and faith to be on Todd Hutchins' corner. He's going to win. Todd is going to win because Angarbayev does not have 100-kilo elbows. Does not have it.
I'm going to go with the king of side pressure too. I think he's gonna win over the tactician.
I'm going to go with Angarbayev in a silver bullet round.
Ooh, tasty.
That's what I'm gonna go with. Right? It's gonna be a hell of a ringer match. It might be a match of the century for all we know, because I do think we're gonna see some serious skill that it just tickles me. And in your own words, it tickles my my plums. It's excited about the concept of all this technical chess that's gonna be happening at the table.
I'm going to go with Angarbayev, guys. I'm on the same thing. I think he's just going to be on some table ninja stuff. But I want to say I hope Todzilla gets the win. My heart goes with our team, Team West. But I honestly, if I just was an arm wrestling fan looking in, I'm going to say Angarbayev with a ninja style win. And guys, I hate to cut it short, but I got to run, man. I got to take the doggy out for a walk. She's been crossing her legs over here for a while. So I want to thank you guys, Manolo, having me on. I want to thank everybody for having me on here. I really had a lot of fun. And if you guys got any events going on in Puerto Rico, keep me posted. If I got
we can hook up because we're gonna meet in Arizona on December 9th. Yes. And then maybe you got that stem cell thing on January. Maybe we can meet up late January here in Puerto Rico and have a match ourselves.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, guys. As far as having a match, brother, I kind of got myself locked in, and I'm never gonna do this again. I locked in too many matches too far ahead. I got matches till March, and I got everybody hitting me up trying to get one. So I'm gonna kind of calm down on locking in. I got another one or two that are in the works right now that we're just ironing out. So as far as me taking a match, I'm gonna wait till after my March big event against Nanya, which is going down at Winter Blast for $6,000.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So as soon as that's done, bro, no disrespect, 2024, man, when my schedule clears, I'd love to have a match with you.
But still, we can work on something in Puerto Rico if you want to come 100%.
Down. Oh yeah, bro. I want to help you guys build Puerto Rico arm wrestling. I'm down with that. If I'm over in Florida, you guys got an event. It's a short flight. I'd love to get over there and support you guys. So,
before you leave, remember, Caleb accepted the match, and I think that might be where we might want to have it.
Ooh, that would be a good Manolo jump on that one, bro. That's gonna be a banger, bro.
Okay, you made me say it. I already talked with Khaled. I already talked with him, and we talk about dates and stuff. And yeah, we can do that in January on an event that I have like kind of a brand in Pulseo TV. It's called Puerto Rico King's Table.
Okay,
and it's gonna be it could be the 4th edition. And I was brainstorming, and we can have Khaled and Dan have a go at it. And I already talked with Odin Larrett about something, and we need all the help we can get, Paul. If you can come down, hang out, and help out and everything.
Hell yeah, bro. Definitely. I would love to help you guys out for sure. So thanks again, guys, for having me on. If you guys haven't already, get over to Paul Italia YouTube channel. Got lots of content coming out. Going to be releasing some more of the Bob Brown footage. Also got new Bob Brown series coming up. We're doing it October 12th. We're going to be doing a week long. Me, Sarah Bachman, and Bob Brown. We're going to be releasing all that. Going to be the next stage of all the training videos we're doing. So tune into that. And thank you again, guys.
Thank you
Thanks,
for
Paul.
jumping in.
Oh,
Love
I'll
to
talk
have
to
you.
you guys later,
Bye.
bro.
Take care.
all right.
So yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. He's a good guy.
Don't forget. Yeah, nice, friendly guy. But don't forget, the thing is, two key thing is, as you said, the styles make the matches. Yeah, Todd always, have a problems with stop rollers. Ungurbayev might give him those type of
Dude,
problems.
but do you
Remember
see
the
how
lawyer,
like,
the lawyer match with Stossaching.
Todd beat Irakli easier than Ungurbayev beat him, and Irakli was in better shape when he fought Todd.
I don't know
But
about that.
about the shapes at different times we might have a doubt. Maybe he haven't slept enough, or maybe he had some poisoning or whatever. It's same as Matt Musk said here. You saw his press conference or something, like he feel here his balls here like 2 tea bags in the hot water.
Huh. Yeah, he said he was
You
sick.
haven't mentioned. No, no, he was sick as well, but he said just on arrival here to Dubai, his balls started feeling like 2 tea bags in boiling water.
Really? He said that.
Yes, he said that. Check his
And
tour before the match. He said
what was that all about?
this is about like couple days before. No one knows it, but he was honest to say this. No one knows exactly. Times changing always. Maybe Irakli had some problems, or John, or someone else at some certain points have some problems. You want to sleep? So the thing is, I want to say, this is the thing. And second is that
Actually, I'm hungry.
Ungurbayev will have to that time 6 months break. He'll be fresh.
Yeah.
He'll be prepared. Todd, match each month, like even not each month. Yeah, like each month, even we can say like this.
Dude, I've been trying to get Ungurbayev to come on this show, and I send him a message, and he didn't reply, and I contacted someone that is friends with him, and we had a conversation, and he I will send you the profile, because I can't pronounce his name.
Magjan Shamiev.
No, it starts with, I think it's an O, something like that.
Okay.
And he was telling me, and I told him like I want people to get to know Kirildagi and his story and all that. That's what I want. That's what's the show for. That's always what I do on this show. And he said like, okay, like if it's like that, we can work something. And I don't know. I'll send you the profile so you know who that guy was. But I'm trying to get him on this show, because I wanna. I mean, there's an age difference, like a big age difference between these two arm wrestlers, but they are
actually
kind of
two times. I would say
they
2
kind
times.
of the same. Their training regimen is very rigid, and they, the way they train, they smart on the table, they stick to what they know, and I think this is the match of East versus West.
Honestly saying, yes and no. Our Russian speakers, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine, they're thinking that this is the most predictable match. Everyone is cheering for Ungurbayev. Not even cheering, thinks that he's gonna win, and actually like giving him money, I bet on him. Only one thing is on Todd Hutchings' side is he definitely, based on his experience, know how to win on Garbayev. But if he would be able to, there is a lot of doubt. You know, on Garbayev's side, he's young, he's smart, he has a lot of explosiveness. He relaxed more than enough to be able to come in his best shape, to be able to recover all his injuries, to be fresh. You see,
So he didn't pull.
technically.
He didn't pull at world title, world championships because he had the match with Todd, right? That was the reason, right?
Yeah, most probably. No, he pulled on left. He pulled on left,
He pulled
but
left,
right
but not
no.
right. Dude, but I've noticed this. When you see on Garbayev, his left arm is bigger than his right. I
But
thought that
still,
was
it's
his
not so
better arm.
powerful. It's no. His right is more powerful. On left, on Garbayev lost to whom? To Bacho, to Georgian probably. To the cousin
No,
of
he
Levan.
lost to Baggio and to a Georgian. I don't know who. But I wanted to tell you this, Vasil, and you guys saw the rankings of the super heavyweights, right? On East vs. West.
Rankings.
Yeah.
We got Georgi Zeranov in 10th spot, a guy that hasn't lost a match in East versus West, and I think he's been taken for granted because he's really strong, he's really good, and he hasn't lost, and he hasn't gotten any big names, big match.
I would
He's
give you one
humble
more
too. He doesn't
question.
ask for them.
I would give you one more question. Why?
Okay, who is going to pull
top
Georgie king of
No,
jail?
I mean, why? No. He's supposed to pull on. I will tell you something like this. He's supposed to pull on this kings of the table.
Oh, but who?
Well, Georgie is pulling
With whom?
Czar at
With
East versus West.
with someone from US on left.
Oh, really?
He's supposed to
Who,
pull.
Cody Merritt?
Not will pull in December. He's supposed to pull on this one, on recent one. He's supposed to pull with one of the US guy on left.
What happened?
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Who was going to
How
face? He was going
I
to face
just know
someone
that he's
left hand.
supposed to pull. Yeah, it's supposed to be a left-handed match. Yeah.
You don't know who it was?
I know who it was. Try to guess. Try to guess.
Corey West.
What other left hand is going to be from the U.S.?
Yeah.
Corey.
Generally, technically, everyone can be, but it's your opinion. So yeah. But yeah. The thing is,
poker with you, man.
But dude, he's taken for granted, man. He's strong. He hasn't lost. What the fuck, man?
We'll see.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the name
he beats Zauer here. He should be a top 5 contender if he beats Zauer at this East versus West 10. Georgie should be up there.
But Georgie is there. No, Svitkov is there. No.
What's that?
Let me look it up.
Svitkov is there. Svitkov is there.
Who?
Svitkov. He's there. Georgi Svitkov.
Yeah,
Georgi Zeranov.
but he's ranked higher than Georgie, and I mean, Georgie hasn't lost a match.
Exactly, and Svitkov lost to Jerry. What about the Lale team? Okay, Lale team. I mean, he's on the 8th place just after the Dave Chaffee. Why is Dave Chaffee still there?
Yeah, we got number 1. We got Devin Lara, number 1. We got Hermes Gasparini, number 2. We got Jerry Kadalek, number 3. That's the reasonable thing. Like, okay, we got Gennady Kenya in 4th place. We got Georgie, the fat Georgie, number 5. We got Morozov, number 6. We got Vitaly Laletti, number 7. We got Revas, number 8. We got Dave Chaffee, number 9. And we got Georgie at 10.
Exactly. I would say Georgie is supposed to be at least on 8th place. I would say why? Because Rivas lost to Morozov, Rivas lost to Laletin. Yeah, Georgie haven't lost to anyone. So, and yeah,
I
like
would put
Dave
him in
Cheffy on
5th place. I
10th.
would put him in 5th place. I would put him in 5th place because Morozov has lost too.
Yeah,
But he
Morozov,
lost
yeah.
only. But he lost only to Tsvetkov. The thing is, no, he lost actually also to Prudnik, but this was like almost 2 years ago. So,
But
it
he
was
lost to
East
Prudnik
versus
and
West.
he lost to Fat Georgie. So he's not supposed to be on round 6. And we got Zeranov in 10th place undefeated and winning
Yeah, but
in
honestly
decisive manner.
saying, yeah, but honestly saying, no matter of, for example, Morozov lost or no, whom Zeranov won from top 10 of heavyweight? Whom? Tell me.
I don't know. He's undefeated. That's all I
No
know.
one. No. He haven't pulled anyone from top 10.
He hasn't
He
beaten
pulled.
any
He
of these
pulled.
guys. Okay,
Yes.
but you cannot
He,
bring a player from outside with nothing, not experience. I mean, this is the only thing I don't agree with Engin with. You cannot bring like, okay, Sauer comes in, he beats Georgie, and Sauer's number 4, but with only one match. You get what I'm saying?
yes, but still, I think there is also a point if Engin is not so stupid. He's smart. He's smart guy in terms, those rankings also are made to let the people talk. They got us.
Yeah,
You know what I
get
mean?
that. I get that.
So
I mean,
you can say
we lost
Morozov.
We lost
If
Morozov.
you say, for example,
his wife has him on his panties. What?
You can say always like Levan is number 1, Levan is number 1, this is not John is number, or something like this. But if you want the people talk or something, say something else rather than their thoughts. Let them talk, let them discuss, and as more they discuss, no matter of which terms, bad or good, you will win anyway. For example, let's say, and you will agree with me, Voivoda, he lost, yes. You might read a lot of comments, even in English, in Spanish also. I made a print screen. I will send you later. You will tell me what is it about Voivoda. Tell me honestly, if he would win, he would receive so much level of talking about him if he would win rather than he lost. No, he wouldn't. Like no one would scream that he won. Okay, he won. Okay, good. But the thing is that he lost. Everyone is like, da, 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 da. Yes, it might be bad or good, but he won. He won in terms of everyone speak about him way more than they could speak about him if he would win. That's it. And it's like just don't be angry and use it as a benefit.
I just hope that he just doesn't take this loss and just retire. Because that's why at least I wanted. That was the only reason. I mean, I like Voivoda, but but I would pick him over John. It's because he said that he was going to retire if he didn't beat John, and I want to still see him continue to pull.
See more activity, absolutely.
He will pull.
He's strong.
I hope so. I hope
retire, right?
He came on after pool. He came on after pool with the guy. So for me, it was a sign that look. Someone from his corner might say that I don't like them or something. No, I respect. The thing is that what I mentioned after his loss to, yes, he had a bad expression, intentions like arguing with Matt's brother. But the thing is, when he lost, I saw the sadness in his eyes. And as an athlete, yes, not on such a top level athlete, something I can understand that he was sad. He was really sad about it. It wasn't
he
like
knew he wasn't ready.
Okay,
he knew he wasn't ready.
He might knew, but he was still sad. I mean, he haven't pulled John in terms of okay, I earned money, halas, that's it. No, he really wanted. Yes, he might understand that he was not ready, but he really wanted to. This is the first thing. And second, Don Idris, the owner of Core Sport, said, no after pool. We will have an after pool tomorrow. I mean, no immediate after pool after the match because we need to freeze the location. We need to make it pretty fast. We'll have all after pool in our gym tomorrow. So he said it to everyone, but Voivoda was only the one who stayed with the guys and still practice, explain to them,
Did he pull
show
Slava?
them some move. Huh?
Did he pull Slava?
When Slava started to pull on after pull practice, his managers stopped to filming the process, stopped to filming the after pull.
So you weren't allowed to film?
No. Everyone was allowed. It was after pull in the gym. In the gym, it's not the times when it
You
was
didn't get
Adam
any
or
footage
something.
of him and of Voivoda and Slava? Didn't get no footage?
No, Voivoda haven't pull on after pull. But Slava, yes, Slava played with Coach Ray. Coach Ray couldn't do anything. Coach Ray tried left, right. You might see it on Arm Wrestler channel. All
Yeah,
the
I saw
comments,
that.
all the comments is about who's this baldy tongue guy, who's this baldy, like, and he beat Kalina on left, and he beat Kalina on left. I would tell you like this. Oh, my phone. It's not a secret. It's not a secret, and it's not something
Dude, just
bad. I might
go
say
to
it. We
the
proposed.
video I made of Slava saying the truth about the Voivoda training and stuff, and everybody was like, "Who's this guy? He knows nothing." And then now the video the comments are like, yeah, this guy was right."
So yeah, and the thing is, oh, I scared the cat. The cat was under the blanket. So the thing is, Slava Voivoda pulling, yes. Kalina, I mean, yeah. So Voivoda was sad about it, and he stayed, but he haven't pulled enough to pull. Slava pulled. Yeah, I remember. Oh, finally, we proposed to everyone, to Rorbaken, to this guy from New Zealand with tattoo. We proposed to Matt Mask. We proposed to Chen Shaw to stand on left to practice pull. I mean, but everyone reject. Only Coach Ray and Kalina agreed. Yes, for sure, it was on left hand. If we might propose on the right hand to pull with those guys, someone might agree. But we haven't pulled on right because after a couple of days, after a few days, after 3 days after pull, he's supposed to, and he had a competition on the right hand, Dubai. He won $900 for the first place. So, like, I mean, $900, still $900. You can buy an iPhone to your wife. Yeah. So
I won $900.
this is, yeah. So this is the point. And but later on in the evening, when we saw the after pool videos on Os's channel, on the Coach Ray channel, we saw those guys pulling and practicing on left. So we were confused a bit. You're saying that your left is not ready, you're not pulling left, and now we are seeing the video of you pulling with some numb rookie guys on left. Well, what is this?
Bullshit. That's what it is.
So this is, it's not actually bullshit. It's like, I don't want to lose to the baldy unknown guy because they're not stupid. They're professionals. They might see directly from Slavas, I mean, and they shake his hand. They might feel that, there might be something. So
Yeah.
the point is that for what I need to pull on left, he will pin me definitely, or something will go down. So technically, yes, they might be scary, but reasonably. But my respect to Coach Ray and Kalina is that at least they are agree and they pull. So yeah.
They had the balls to pull Slava.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and Don Idris saw Slava pinned Kalina, and he was like, okay.
Yeah.
No, but still, Kalina, I mean, guys, no one would, even if you lose on left, everyone will understand. First of all, it's practicable. Second, you yesterday just had an intense match, all of you. You still have a reason how to clear your loss. Like, you could say it was just a practice. I haven't prepared. My arm, my right hand is more powerful than left. Like, yesterday I had a right hand match. Come on, all my endurance left.
But
You have a
remember,
long way how to go back.
Kalina pulled Devon right after his match with Matt Mask. Left. They got over and he said yes, and he pulled it.
And he haven't had an excuse. So this is the thing.
in the United States, we say excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink. On that note, guys, it's midnight. I've got work in the morning.
Yeah.
I've got to dip out, my
That was the
brothers.
greatest close of the show ever.
Thank you.
But hey, thank you for having me on, Manolo, Basil, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all
Love
for being
it.
here. I'm really happy
Hey, can we do it
got to
soon?
share this.
Can
Yeah,
come
we can
back
do it again.
soon?
Yeah, we can do it again. You just
Awesome.
get together and like we did, we have to just agree on the date and time and we do it again.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
before most probably before East versus West. It's more logical.
Yes, before East versus West. Yes.
That's right.
November 11th. Well, Manolo,
Yeah.
good luck on your super match, October 14th.
Yes.
You know, I'll hopefully we can hook up again before 11/11, and you know.
But you're gonna be here on the 15th.
What's that, brother?
You're gonna be in Puerto Rico on November 15th, right?
Yes, sir. So Florida from November 7th through the 15th. I'll be at the Battle of the Beach on 11/11. And then from the 15th to the 22nd, I'm coming down to visit my brother from another mother, Manolo en Puerto Rico. A mi gente de Puerto Rico. No puedo esperar a encontrarte. Y Manolo, listo, hermano. Voy a tomar su mano en la mesa.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We can pull every day. Log it.
No, but I just can't wait to calm down. I'm probably still going to be sore and beat up from, Florida. But hey, you'll teach me a few things.
Didn't you just say everybody has one?
Keep those. No, it's okay. Keep those excuses, yes, for later when you're gonna lose. Yeah, keep those.
Yeah, already. But hey, you can help me out. Brush up on my Spanish. It's gonna be fun.
Dude, and where you gonna stay?
I've got air.
Right. Yeah, where you gonna stay? You're around a lot of places, nice places to eat, and they make some great alcapurrias just besides where you're gonna be.
Ooh,
So we're gonna have some beers. We can even walk and buy alcapurrias and some beers and shit, and drink and eat and arm wrestle. I'll just bring the table, just put it on the parking lot, and we can do all that shit there. Really, forget it. Even Dan, you gotta come down at least 2 days or something on one day.
Troy, I gotta tell you, Troy, if you're not planning on bulking or worrying about gaining weight, cut a little bit of weight before going down there.
Just so I can enjoy the food more.
Food. That way you can pack it back on. I gotta tell you, man, all you're gonna want to do is eat. And
do you want to hang out, like go out at night to nightclubs and stuff like that, or no?
Oh, come on, stop teasing. Yalla.
Well, it depends. It depends how good the culo is looking down there, we'll see.
Well, you're gonna have
because here
they're going to.
I'm not sure about your clubs, but here most of the clubs in Dubai, it's like Corona extra, at least 15 euro to 20 euro, one bottle of Corona extra.
We're just gonna drink the local beer. It's gonna be $1. It's gonna be a good beer.
No, even the point is, starting from the beer, you understand the price of everything else. Yeah. For me, I'm generally like, I might go to the club, but I will tell you honestly, for me, it's cheaper to buy the ticket to Georgia, go for 1 week to Georgia, come back, and I will save more money than I will go on a date to like a real fancy club in Dubai.
Yeah.
Well, the most expensive place in the world. I can't imagine.
Anyway, it's gonna be fun, Troy. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna drink. We're gonna eat. We're gonna pull. And yeah, I'll try to, like, when Devin got here, when Devin was coming to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I'm gonna say it then. I was like, okay, I gotta be ready. So I was ready if he asked for, okay, where can I get some coke? Where can I get some marijuana? And where can I get my dick sucked? I was ready for all those questions, and I had an answer for all of them. So just let me know.
We'll do. 2 out of 3, baby.
Stop teasing.
Wow. You
Uh,
made me blush with that one.
oh, also, hey guys, I do have a 2-bedroom. So if any of you brothers want to fly down, I got a place you can come stay with me for a few days, Dan and Basil included.
Because when you're going down, I'm going to be trying to head up to Canada for the Ottawa Open. So
Oh.
When is the Ottawa Open? Is when?
November 18th. So
Oh, yeah.
he'll be down there at that time. So I'll be hanging with Devin.
Yeah, we got to schedule. We got to do a schedule. We're going to be. We cannot keep missing these chances.
It's all right though. We're all doing our own things. We're all growing and doing stuff in the sport. It's beautiful.
Yeah, dude. And let me tell you something. We gotta work on this. I want to do this East Coast tour. Go to New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio, and then go to Canada. We gotta do that shit. I mean, I know it's not gonna be today or tomorrow or next year. I know, but we gotta hook it up and do it. We gotta do it.
I'm down. I'm down for a road trip. I love road trips.
You know that Aussie is like the official speaker at the King of the Table and stuff, and now Nick Pickup is at East versus West. Well, I'm gonna work hard to make Basil the announcer for Reyes de America. I'm gonna work hard on that and to bring him to Puerto Rico just to be the announcer and get him.
Just to be an announcer. I will ready not just to be an announcer. I will ready to beat your ass as well. All of you, one by one.
Let's do it. I'm gonna tell you this. I will pull anyone outside of Puerto Rico. No, I will not pull anyone in Puerto Rico or anyone of Puerto Rico arm wrestlers, but anyone from anywhere I will pull. Fuck it.
Liking it. Well, and Manolo, we're probably going to be the same weight when I come down. So
yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Except your arm's still going to be twice as wide somehow.
Dude, don't fuck with me, man. I'm worried.
What?
Because I was feeling really weak and shit, and the super match is getting close, and I was feeling weak, and I decided to stop fasting on Friday and Saturday. And add one meal a day, right? Dude, on Saturday, I was 183 and my arm was 18 inches. So I didn't fast today and I measured my arm a little earlier. It grew 1 inch.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
So you're 185 with 19-inch pythons. Great. That's like the width of my thigh.
But
man, and I'm worried. I don't want to be. I don't want to get that big. I don't want to get big again. I just want to stay at 180, 185. That's at most 190. That's what I want to be.
I wish I had that kind of bicep. Jesus, my freaking my forearm is probably 14 at biggest.
Yeah, right. It's my bicep. All right, brothers. I'm gonna piss. You guys want to throw them up? Cut it there.
Yeah, right there. There you go. Thank you for being here, and we'll do this again soon. Before the East versus West, okay? I love you all, guys. God bless you, and we'll keep in touch as always.
As always.
See you.
Have a good night.